Have you ever looked into your dog's eyes and felt like they understand you on a level no one else does? Like there's a deep, ancient wisdom looking back at you? Hey, what if that feeling isn't just your imagination? What if our canine companions are here for a much bigger reason than we ever thought possible? Today we're diving into a little-known prophecy from one of the most documented psychics in history, Edgar Cayce. A prediction that suggests our dogs are awakening to a higher purpose, right when we need them most. Edgar Cayce, often called the Sleeping Prophet, was an American clairvoyant who gave over 14,000 documented readings while in a deep self-induced trance. From the 1920s to the 1940s, people from all walks of life would ask him questions about everything from health and spirituality to lost civilizations and future events. His predictions on world wars, stock market crashes, and geological shifts have been studied for decades. But tucked away within his vast collection of readings is a fascinating and often overlooked prophecy specifically about dogs. And what he said is more relevant today than ever before. Cayce's readings describe dogs not merely as animals or pets, but as spiritual guardians. He saw them as beings uniquely tuned to human emotions and the unseen energetic world around us. Think about it. How many times has your dog come to comfort you when you're sad, even before you shed a tear, or barked at something you couldn't see or hear? Cayce believed this sensitivity wasn't just instinct, but a sign of a deeper spiritual connection. He proposed that dogs act as energetic buffers, absorbing negativity and offering a grounding presence that helps stabilize our own emotional states. They are, in his view, conscious companions on a shared journey with humanity. But here's where it gets truly mind-blowing. Cayce predicted that dogs would begin to manifest dormant, almost supernatural abilities during a specific period in human history. He described this era as a time of immense global upheaval and transformation, an era marked by widespread crises, rapid technological advancement, and a collective spiritual awakening. Does that sound familiar? Pandemics that change the way we live, climate events that reshape our world, the explosion of artificial intelligence, and a growing global search for deeper meaning and connection. Seems Cayce was describing our current reality with chilling accuracy. So, what are these dormant abilities he spoke of? According to his readings, dogs would start to exhibit 4 key enhanced capabilities. First, the ability to sense illness and disease in humans long before any medical diagnosis. They would be able to detect subtle changes in our body's chemistry and energy fields, alerting us to problems like cancer, diabetes, or even oncoming seizures. He foresaw them as our first line of biological defense. Second, he predicted they would develop a heightened intuitive sense of protection. This goes beyond a simple watchdog instinct. It's an ability to perceive threats, both physical and energetic, and to proactively shield their human companions from harm. It's about sensing a dangerous situation before it unfolds, or guiding a person away from a location where something bad is about to happen. The third ability is perhaps the most profound, providing direct emotional and energetic healing. Cayce suggested that the simple act of a dog lying next to you, a head resting on your lap, is a form of conscious energy transfer. In these times of crisis, he said, their ability to calm our nervous systems, lower our stress levels, and absorb our anxieties would become amplified. They would essentially become 4-legged therapists, helping humanity navigate the intense emotional pressures of a changing world. And finally, the fourth ability, communicating on a telepathic or intuitive level. This isn't about dogs learning to speak human language. It's about a deeper, nonverbal understanding. A direct heart-to-heart and mind-to-mind connection where they can understand our complex thoughts and feelings, and we, if we quiet our minds enough, can understand theirs. It's about receiving their messages of comfort, warning, or unconditional love without a single bark or whimper. You might be thinking this all sounds a bit far-fetched. It's a nice story. But is there any proof? Well, this is where the prophecy truly comes to life. All you have to do is look at the world around you. The evidence is mounting, and it's not just anecdotal. Medical science is now confirming what Cayce predicted almost a century ago. We have countless studies on medical detection dogs that are being trained with incredible accuracy to sniff out various types of cancers, changes in blood sugar for diabetics, and even the proteins associated with Parkinson's disease. These dogs are proving to be more effective than some of our most advanced medical tests. This isn't just instinct. It's It's a refined biological and energetic sensitivity that we are only just beginning to understand. And what about their protective abilities? Every day there are news stories from around the world about dogs saving their families, a dog waking everyone up during a house fire long before the smoke alarms go off, a dog pulling a child away from a busy street, a dog that refuses to let its owner leave the house, only for the owner to later discover they avoided a major car accident. Are these all just happy coincidences? Or is it a sign of that heightened intuitive protection Cayce spoke of? The healing power of dogs is now widely accepted. We have therapy dogs in hospitals, nursing homes, schools, and airports. Scientific research has proven that interacting with a dog can lower blood pressure, reduce cortisol, the stress hormone, and increase levels of oxytocin, the love hormone. During the recent global pandemic, dog adoptions skyrocketed. Why? Because on a deep, intuitive level, people knew they needed that comfort, that non-judgmental companionship, that steady, calming presence to get through a time of intense fear and isolation. It was as if humanity instinctively reached for the very healers Cayce said would be there for us. Some of Cayce's more spiritual interpretations even suggested that certain souls, highly evolved beings, were choosing to incarnate in the form of dogs at this specific time in history. Their purpose: to be on the ground with us, to serve as anchors of love and stability during this planetary shift. They chose a form that would allow them to be close to us, to be in our homes and in our hearts, to help guide us through the turbulence. This idea reframes our relationship with them entirely. They aren't just our pets. They are our partners, our guides, and in some cases, our wise and ancient teachers in furry disguises. The message of Edgar Cayce's prophecy is clear and incredibly hopeful. It invites us to look at the dogs in our lives with new eyes, to see them not just as animals we care for, but as conscious beings who are actively participating in our evolution. They are here to remind us of the things that truly matter: unconditional love, loyalty, presence, and living from the heart, in a world that's becoming increasingly digital, disconnected, and complex. Our dogs are pulling us back to nature, back to our senses, and back to each other. They teach us to find joy in the simple things, like a walk in the park or a warm spot of sun. They teach us to forgive quickly and love without reservation. They show us how to live in the present moment, free from the anxieties of the past and the worries of the future. Perhaps this is their greatest gift, their most powerful ability of all. So the next time your dog gazes at you with those knowing eyes, or nudges your hand for a pet, or simply rests its head on your lap while you watch TV, take a moment, breathe, and recognize the profound connection you share. Acknowledge the quiet, powerful work they are doing just by being themselves. According to the sleeping prophet, these aren't just random acts of affection. They are sacred moments of healing, protection, and deep spiritual partnership. The prophecy is unfolding not in some distant future, but right here, right now, in our homes and in our hearts. The dogs are awake. The only question is, are we? Thanks so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, let us know in the comments how your dog has shown you their own special abilities. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next journey into the unexplained. See you next time.